Hello, hello. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another video. And for this video, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit more in a way that's kind of expanding on the YouTube video where I talked about don't give in to cranky. I do feel like I made most of the points that I wanted to make in that video. And then as soon as I finished that video and posted it, there was another idea that came to my mind, and that's what I would like to share here today. I kind of wanted to go into a couple more stories from my life so far and really share a couple of stories that were both negative, but then also get into a thought that is kind of a positive reminder in my life, just to show how, you know, negative stories can make a strong impact in one way, but then a positive story can also make a strong impact in a good way. And really, when I think back on my life so far, and particularly the last 15 years from 2009 onwards, you know, I have had my moments where I have been cranky or a little bit angered, sometimes from thinking about how my father passed away and there's no way that I could ever have him again to share experiences with me. But then, besides that, there have also been times when I have been cranky or angry because of other reasons. And, well, one aspect of my life uh, would really be when I think of stories when I had wanted to find the right girl to date and, be my girl. And, well, there were some stories that were particularly negative. And, well, when I think back to my senior year of high school, and then in the year right after high school, I know that there were two stories in particular that were rather negative, and they were so strongly negative that it really it just really made me want to shut down from wanting to ask out anyone else again. I remember in my senior year of high school, there was someone that I knew in my high school who I wanted to get to know and, well, just, see what she's into. I could show her what I was into, my music and artwork. I know that this one person is very much into painting and likes creating artwork and older music as well, I think. And, well, long story short, you know, we never did go on a date, but the thing that really hurt me, and this was an unnecessary thing, remember that word unnecessary. The thing that really hurt me when I was in 12th grade, my senior year, there was someone else who made a comment by saying, "Oh, he only wanted to date her so he could hurt her." And, what a complete load of baloney. Totally untrue. No, that's never been me. But still, the fact that that was said, that really hurt me. And you know, I have remembered that for a long time. And well, in the occasional time when that memory has popped up, I know that it has made me cranky at times, along with the story right after high school. There was someone that I knew. I'd gotten to know her for, I would say, a year, a good solid year. Someone I knew at my church who, cares uh, about the Lord and the Bible, and being involved in worship band. And well, I thought it would be a great idea. But after she kindly said no, what happened for at least a few years was, instead of just quietly, doing her thing in church and us trying to get along, I know that there were times when this girl that I knew would sometimes just say something that was rude to me. And I just did not like it at all. One thought in particular is that, well, I have always been known to have a pretty good memory, like on certain events or dates of things in history or other things. And I'll just never forget the one time when we were eating lunch after church, and I think I said, "Yes, I do have a good memory." And then she said in a rude way, "Yeah, you do have a really good memory. It's like a disease." And yeah, I mean, that was hurtful. And well, as a consequence of at least those two stories that were negative, with trying to find the right girl to date, and to just have a very nice time together, the consequence of things that were said and how hurt I felt, in addition to a few other stories from even earlier in my life. I remember starting my 20s and starting college, thinking to myself, okay, let's go to school and try to get used to college. But what I'm going to do is maybe make some new friends, but I am not going to ask out anybody. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to start any drama in class, and I don't want to experience any more hurt like that. And yeah, I mean, that's how I went about my business in college. Yes, I did meet some neat people in college, both guys and girls, who some of them were friends in college. And I had a few other groups of people as well during those years in college. But I really made it a point to myself that I wanted to just not ask out anybody. And when I look back on my life from 2012, and for many, many years after that. There were times when I felt cranky over those two stories that I had shared, and you know, it just it has stayed with me ever since then. If I could share a positive thing, though, like I said I was going to, what I can say is that, yes, over the last few years, I am very happy to say that there have been a couple of reminders in my life that dating or even trying to find someone does not have to be that kind of a nightmare experience. Sometimes there are people who may appreciate you and not be rude like some other people. And for those positive stories that I have experienced over the last few years, I am very glad to have experienced those, and we will just see what the future holds. So, but aside from, getting into thinking what the future may hold, if you made it this far into the video, then you you know that I have shared a couple of stories that have been negative, but I've also made the point that there have been some positive stories from recently. And really going into the point of what I wanted to share here today is that, we live in a world where there are a lot of people who feel hurt, and it can be from maybe um, from dating relationships that were bad, or friends who turned on people, or family problems, other problems. And what I want to make a point of here is that I really believe that we must be careful with what we say to people. I know that there are times when we may have to be honest with others, and, not every conversation can be easy, but I really don't think it's good to say something that is unnecessary, something that is unnecessarily rude. If there is something that we really do not have to say, like, oh, yeah, you do have such a good memory, it's like a disease, or saying a rumor about someone that is not true, then I think it's very important for all of us to watch our words so we do not inflict any kind of severe emotional pain onto other people, because when we do say unnecessary things and rude things to people, then people remember that and they become cranky and angry, and that's not good for anyone. It hasn't been good for me, and it hasn't been good for a lot of people. And yet, if we treat others kindly and honestly, then that can really make such a wonderful difference when we show kindness and we watch our words with everyone that we meet. I I really believe it's just so important for us to watch what we say, and we'll of course be honest. And if there are certain people that we just cannot get along with, then it might be good to either find someone to help, like someone who's a mediator, or if someone is actually a severe threat, it might be good to get away from them permanently. Or, it's like the old saying, if you have nothing nice to say, then don't say anything at all. Sometimes silence is golden. Sometimes speaking up and being honest is good too. But I really do think that it is important for all of us to show kindness in this world where people have their negative memories. And if we show kindness and watch our words with everyone, then we can make such a positive difference. Being joyful and fun like this guy. I thought I'd wear this shirt today. I've had this shirt for about a year now, and well, I know that this has, you know, once in a while, some people have said a nice thing about this shirt, and hey, not only is it nice to receive a compliment, it can be good for all of us to share a compliment to other people. Like, that's a really cool hairstyle you have, or a cool shirt that you're wearing, or saying to someone, you are doing a really good job. You're doing a really good job at what you're doing at either your project or your workplace. You're doing a good job. Compliments can go a long way. Watching our words and showing kindness in this world can really make such a positive difference. So, yeah, that is what I wanted to share today. I hope, again, that this has been a video that has maybe, you know, made anyone out there reflect and think. And I hope for all of us that we can continue to show kindness and watch our words with everyone, and we can make that positive difference in this kind of world. So, thank you very much for watching another video, and I wish you all very well. And stay tuned for another video. Thank you.